Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Nicola. In today's video, we are going to talk about style tips for the over 40 women. As one of those women myself, I understand the struggle is real, and it's almost as though you hit this milestone. Everybody thinks you've got everything together and you know exactly what you're doing with your style and your fashion, and that, my friends, is not always the case. Because just because we hit a certain age doesn't mean that anything actually changed. And we get told this perpetually, and it really annoys me. Dress appropriately. Well, what exactly does that mean? And to me, I interpret that as dress with what makes you feel wonderful. So if you feel fabulous in mini skirts, or you feel fabulous in low cut tops, wear those. What you want to be doing is accentuating those assets that you are your strongest point. So for some people, their assets might be their arms, their shoulders, their legs, their boobs even. So whatever you're comfortable with, show those assets off. A lot of the time when we are trying to dress for our shape, we don't really know what works and what doesn't, and the next thing that we really should know and should address is know what our body shape is. What's our body type? Because if we know what our body shape and our body type is, it makes it a lot easier to choose outfits that are going to be flattering to our figure. So I would say always know your body shape, and your body type. Now, sometimes we put weight on as we get older, sometimes we lose it. If we're putting weight on, the natural thing that we always want to do with our clothing is maybe buy a size bigger, because we think it hides all of our areas that we feel that are a little bit of a weakness for us and that we don't want to show. So, if your belly area is that bit that you're a little bit concerned with because, we start getting that little bit of a pooch going on, then buying an oversized t-shirt is going to work for us, or buying next size up is going to work. And it doesn't. What it does is it just makes us look frumpy and unflattering. You want to buy the size that you are. It goes back to that first point that I made about knowing your body shape. Now, instead of buying oversized clothes, buy your size, because once you have your size, it's going to be more flattering. My next point is don't wear clothes that are too tight. Now, we've all seen this where you look at somebody and you're like, you're not comfortable in that because you're pulling at it, you're tugging at it, you can see all the rolls going on, and it's just not flattering. Now, if that's a look you're going for, fair play, you go with it. But if it's not, and you're really self-conscious and you're uncomfortable, don't buy clothes that are too tight. Also think about the fabrics that you are buying these clothes in. If you're going for a stretch lycra and expecting that to sort of graze over your curves, and instead it's digging in and it's showing them off in an unflattering light, then look at the fabrics. As we age, we want to be looking at more natural fabrics. So cottons, linens, wool, because they're breathable. And when we get to a certain age, certain things happen to our bodies which make us a little hotter than normal. So if we can get fabrics that are breathable, it means that we're not going to have to worry about getting sweaty and sticky and all those horrible things that you get in man-made fabrics. Now, my next point is, and it's a really important point, is you want to have a few quality pieces in your closet. Now, if you've got quality pieces, you can mix them in amongst the cheaper end. But these quality pieces, what they do and the reason that you want to invest in them, and I'm not talking about spending thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds on these. I'm just talking about going and getting something that's cut specially for your shape. Because if you spend a little bit more on these items of clothing, you'll find the cut is far more flattering. It grazes your body. And it brings me back to a point that my dear auntie made to me when I was in my, must have been late 20s, and she must have been in her early 50s. And she said to me, do you know what, Nick? She said, I find it really difficult to find clothes for women of my age. They're all cut for the younger demographic, and they're not cut for me. They're not flattering, they're not what I want to wear. And it seems that designers think that the cut-off point is 35 and then after that you're written off and you're not interested in fashion. Well, that's far from the truth. We're still interested in fashion, it's just that our tastes change. And that leads me on to updating your wardrobe. What you were wearing in your 20s might not be what you want to be wearing in your 40s or 50s. So, you know, jeans is a great example. You know, when I was younger, I keep saying, you know, I'm so sorry. You know, when I was younger, I wore bootcut jeans because they were all the rage. And then I wore the extra baggy boyfriend jeans. And if I still had those in my closet, they wouldn't really work with my particular style or my body shape, because as I've aged, my body shape has changed. Now I am all about the skinny jean, which I've been informed by the Gen Z era or demographic that nobody wears those anymore. Oh, they're awful, they're so out of fashion. But I am still clinging onto them because they work with my figure. Now I found, because I have I call them thick thighs, big thighs. I carry my weight on a pair, so I carry all my weight on my thighs. And I found a pair of jeans that are so flattering for my shape. I've had people stop me in the street and say, where did you get those? Because I can't find skinny jeans that work with a thicker thigh like yours. And I took that as a compliment. And I tell people, these are Levi's, they're wonderful, they're stretched, they look great, they're flattering. They're a little higher waisted as well, which I find flattering because as we start developing maybe a little bit of a pooch, it covers that, you know, it's just that little bit higher so that when I sit down, I don't get this roll over the top of my jeans, which I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of. This one is close to my heart. Invest in good foundation pieces. Invest in good fitting bras. Do not invest in quality clothing and forget the foundation, because the foundations make the outfit. Foundations make the outfit. A good quality bra is where you start. A good pair of underwear is where you start and you layer on top of it. The amount of women that I know, that I see, that spend a fortune on the clothes, on the purse, on the shoes, and then the bra is just wrong and you've got these lumps and bumps going on where they shouldn't be, they're not supported, you want the wider band so that it conceals a bit of this back fluff, as I call it. Invest in a good bra. Now I will leave a link to my other channel, which is purely bras, and that is so close to my heart because it's where a lot of us women don't realise we're going wrong. Add colour to your wardrobe. As you can see, I'm sat in colour and my favourite colour is black, and a few years ago I decided to start adding some colour to my wardrobe because colour makes us more youthful, it gives us a little bit more vitality. And if you are scared of colour, or you're like, I don't do colour, I just do black, I'm black, start with accessories. It's really easy to start accessorising with colour and take it from there and experiment with different colours. Now for me, I know that with my skin tone, jewel tones work really well, darker tones work well. I could wear pastels, I choose not to, so I go for jewels like this green and oranges and yellows, really work with my complexion and my skin tone. I also a couple of years ago started to wear animal print, and I love animal print. And when it came out, the way that they were marketing it and targeting it was towards, again, the younger demographics. It was all animal print, so it was a lot. And what I decided to do was just take a little bit of the animal print. So I'd maybe wear a pair of animal print ballet shoes, or maybe a animal print scarf, and accessorize it that way. So I was still bringing in this love of the print, but just very gently. So I didn't go over the top with whatever colour or print I was wanting to wear, because it is about baby steps, because we are trying to find our style and we're trying to navigate this whole new world of being over 40. Don't let anybody tell you you can't wear a pair of sneakers. You're too old to be wearing Nike Air Force Ones. Of course you can, it's how you wear them, it's how you dress them. You can wear them. I am a massive fan of sneakers, and anybody can pull off a pair of sneakers, a pair of Chuck Taylors, It's all about the clothes that you wear with them, which is what brings the outfit together. And I don't know if this saying translates to the US audience, but definitely to the UK, I'm sure it does. Or maybe even just the West Indian. Mutton dressed as lamb used to be a thing I used to hear when I was a child. And don't worry, you will not be that person if you wear sneakers with the right outfit, because you can pull them off. Anybody can pull off a nice, beautiful pair of Air Force Ones. You don't have to be in your 20s to wear them. You can be in your 40s and 50s and still pull them up and still look stylish, which is what we're after, aren't we? We're after looking stylish. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below with your style tips. Let me know what you're doing, what you're wearing, what you have in your closet that you think that every 40-year-old woman should have or should at least consider buying. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.